What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Unbox Unbox Shorts. And let me just explain the Unbox Unbox Shorts again to some people. It's not that the video is necessarily going to be short in length, because sometimes I could talk, but it's more or less that I'm taking less time to make it, because for the big Unbox Unboxes, the America 250 one, we coming up with a hats all fit into a theme. I do a big intro, a song, an outro, and a bunch of hats, right? So the shorts are when I just have a banger cap that I can't wait to fit into something like that, or doesn't necessarily fit into something like that I have planned, and I just can't wait to show it to you guys. And we're going to do that today. And thanks everybody for tuning in last night. I think it's going to be record-breaking numbers for Ryan and Ryan 2.0 from Peaky Hat coming on the Gentleman's Roundtable. Absolute blast we have. Amazing people, amazing guests. Check out their site if you haven't yet. Check out their hats if you haven't yet. I'll put a link in the description of the pre-sale, the exclusive Gentleman's Roundtable pre-sale of this cap right here, which is the Peaky hat. Check that out right there for the summertime. You can, as I showed on the Gentleman's Roundtable last night, I don't know if you can see it out here, but the actual, you can see through the cap. So this is the Peaky hat Dudley Solo. So I have the original Dudley, which I do love the original Dudley cut. I have it in ivory. I have played. If you see me, I wore it recently this week. But this is the Dudley Solo, which is the single panel. The original Dudley had more like the three sections, like the three-panel driver cap-looking style. This is that flat cap, single panel, very simple. Got the magnetic pin on here, which is awesome. These magnets are so strong. It reminds me of one of those old school lightweight Kangos that you would wear in the summertime. That's what I could compare it to as far as like the weight and the feel to it. And Kangos is almost how I came into the game, wearing a lot of the Kangos. So, great cap. As Ryan said last night on the show, steams up very well. Very easy to steam a cap like this. Although it doesn't need much steaming when I got it out of the box. I haven't steamed it yet. I think there's one little tiny wrinkle there I got to get out. But what I said last night, what I love about this cap is, and it came in right before the show last night, so I'm so glad I had it, is that I can finally wear a black cap in the summer. Because a lot of times in the summertime, if I want to wear a black cap, the heat obviously projects onto the black stuff, and, your head gets hotter. But with how light this is going to be my go-to black cap for the summertime. And he's got them in 12 different colors. Seafoam green looks absolutely amazing. Sienna brown, which is my daughter's name. I might have to pick that up. A lot of different colors. So best thing about Peaky hat, in my opinion, other than the customer service, the best thing is customer service and, that whole aspect of it. And I've been in customer service 24 years, so I gave Ryan 2.0 so much credit last night because of how great their customer service is. And they named two other people who do that customer service, Sarah, and I apologize, I can't remember the other person's name, but it's a great team, and they were talking about the team building and the team aspect of their company now, so big ups to them all around on what they're doing. Much love, much respect, and much luck for all their future endeavors. I love the company. Best thing is for me is the variety of colors. Other than the customer service, they'll put out an awesome style cap, and you could have 5 of them for 5 different outfits. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we get a cap we love, but it's really not going with the clothes that we wear because it doesn't match our outfit. So I always say that with Peaky hat, and he came real correct with the 12 colors on this bad boy for the summertime, so you can match up those summertime outfits to it. There's a white one too. I know it's almost time to be wearing that white. I get to get outside right now in the Northeast. It's finally starting to break a little bit, where it's not even that little chill's coming out of the air a little bit. So, again, I'll put the link in the description. The Dudley Solo. Earlier in the video, the Dudley part slipped my mind a little bit. If you notice, I paused there. But again, these shorts, no fancy schmancy editing, no big time intros, AI songs, AI fucking characters running around. Like, I may do a thumbnail, but I love these shorts because these shorts are just about me, the box, and the cap, and letting you know what I think about it. You know what I'm saying? So this cap right here It's 40% linen, 12% cotton, 48% polyester. So with that poly blend, again, don't steam it with an iron or anything like that. You don't want to melt any of those fibers. Like Chad was saying, a little wrinkle spray maybe, a handheld steamer. I wouldn't. Ryan wasn't suggesting doing with an iron or anything like that. But even that liner. You see the liner? There is a liner in here, and the liner is mesh. You got that mesh liner. Great price point for these things. 2-for-1 sale running. I don't want to leave that out. So with the 12 colors, and you're like, damn, I like 3 of these colors. The third one's going to be free. Or it'll be like, well, I like 2 of these colors. Let me throw another color in. So the color variety is a great deal working with the 2-for-1 sale. These officially drop Friday. But in the description, I'll put that link for the Gentleman's Roundtable pre-sale. Also, if you didn't see the Gentleman's Roundtable episode last night with Ryan and Ryan 2.0 from Peaky, you could replay that under the live section on my channel. Like and subscribe. I just wanted to switch inside and show some inside lighting too, because one of the things on the show last night is we were all 6 of us were wearing the same cap, and I think not only did the cap look different on each one of our heads because of the way we wear it, which brings so much diversity to the cap, but also 3 of them had on the same color brown, and it looked different, completely different in each light. In each light, the brown looked completely different. So a lot of times you need to go like outside in the light, inside in the light, show different lighting and the way the colors look. So you could see, last night this looked like it had a little shine to it. Moose's looked matte, but it is like a matte with the mesh and the see-through. I got to get that wrinkle out there. But so I thought this would be another, look at the color. Also, the way people wear hats. If you see the way I wear my flat caps, I always keep this like that flat. I don't separate that part from the bill. And I always keep brim low, higher in the back, setting up like that. That's how I wear my flat caps. But if you see last night, the same cap, Chad likes to drape. So if you do that, you bring it lower in the back. The brim can still be low. You see Chad's brim's low, but he just brings it lower on his head. So then you got that drape, And it depends on a person's shaped head and everything like that. For me, I don't wear flat caps this way. I don't do the drape. And then I don't even want to do it, but other people then, I think what makes the drape look better is when you bend the brim and then create a different angle on the drape, right? And then Dubs doesn't really drape, but he bends the brim more, wears it a little bit higher. Imagine that with a more bent brim. Just look at the different looks. Look at that, right? So look at that. With a little bit more of a bent brim, that's Dubs. A little bit more of a bent brim, that's Chad and Ryan too. And you could even drape it and tilt it a little more, or Inox, right? So that's the different ways you can wear these caps. And this is one of those caps, and a lot of Ryan's cuts are like that, especially with the flats and single panels. It's not only the colors variation, but the variation in how you could wear the cap to fit your individual unique style. And I think that's so awesome. Like and subscribe. Peace, everybody.